Hello everyone, hope you had a good weekend. We're down here on the test bench again today. We got something kind of interesting here. So, this is kind of weird for me. We're going to do a review on a new product. And this is extremely odd for me because not only is this my first review of a new product, this is the first time I have ever purchased a product from Menards, and this also is the first new O-Gauge product I have bought since 2009. So anytime you see any of my videos, if you see something newer than 2009, that is something that I have bought used. But I remember the last two things I bought in O-Gauge or O-Scale was an Atlas Trainman RSD 15 and a Lionel SD 40T-2. So it's been a while. But anyway, this thing is quite interesting. I think the detail is quite good. I don't know what the hell kind of a car this is supposed to be. To give you an idea here, behind it we have 3 scale stock cars from different manufacturers. You got an MTH, that is a Peterson supply, which is actually the old Atlas tooling from the 80s out of Austria, for those of you who are as old as me. And then that is a Atlas Trainman, which is, I have no idea where that's from. But anyway, you can see the like the size difference. I know those are based on 40-foot prototypes. I was on the old Google web machine there, and I could not find a prototype anywhere close to this. But that doesn't really bother me because I am intrigued by this product. And I will tell you about first off, my wife, who's very involved in this hobby with me, she thought this was one of the coolest things she ever saw. As you can see, it's weathered. We do have pretty decent detail. It's got a wood deck in here. I don't know how well you can see that. The door slides, you got a little metal latch there. This little superstructure going around here, that's actually all metal. The rest of the car is ABS, or whatever plastic these guys use. This came out of the PRC, so I have no idea. Piece on the top, that's actually metal. Plastic brake handles and tubes and everything. The ladders are metal, and they are actually separate, and there's 4 of them. But what kind of intrigued me the most about this thing is I know everybody's been, when I watch a lot of reviews on Menards stuff because I've been thinking about it for quite some time. I did have to make one fix on it, we'll get into that later, but I was impressed by these trucks. So let me see how close I can get in here. Focus. There we go. So they're sprung. They have the hidden uncoupling tab like the newer, I guess some of the newer Lionel and the MTH have that. I know I have MTH stuff that has it. But what really got me here is, and pardon me, we're just going to move a little bit. You got rotating bearing caps. I have never owned a product that had that, whether it be Atlas, MTH, or whoever else might have that. I think that's really cool. So yeah, that right there, that really got me excited. But I will tell you, the one problem I had with this thing when I got it, and I paid, I'm not going to do a rebate or anything, but I do have a Menards within an hour and a half of my house. I'm in Colorado, and there's one in Cheyenne, Wyoming. This was not listed in store stock, so I ordered it. I am not going to mess with a rebate or anything, so I paid $39. Shipping was like $9, and there was a processing fee of $2.80 or something. But it actually got to me in 3 days, which is pretty cool. Most of the time when I order from some other places that are pretty big on the interwebs there for O-Gauge stuff, I'm a week out easy. And they charge me more for shipping. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So the one problem I had with this, and you know, I couldn't figure out how to film it because I had to take the car apart. So the knuckles on the couplers themselves, they were about at that angle down there, okay? I mean, you can see how close it is to the track. So basically, when I pulled this out of the box, this was unusable. For those of us that are in the hobby, that's not a big deal. You know, we can obviously fix something. But if this is geared toward beginners or new people in the hobby, to me that'd be a real big turnoff. I mean, like I said, it was a very simple fix. I mean, all I did was I unbolted the coupler. It's a screw on the bottom. It's actually, I mean, we're not going to be able to see in there, but oh yeah, you can kind of. So that's a semi-captured lock nut. It just kind of sits down there in that little hole. So if you hold this upright, bring the screwdriver up from the bottom, you can remove that truck pretty easy. But the only way in here, we'll take a look underneath here. So the only way I could actually fix this is I had to physically bend that coupler up. I did not have enough room while it was on, well, while it was attached to the car. So that's kind of my only gripe with it. Also, it's really light. I have had this up on that little attic layout up there. Didn't uncouple. I had it with probably a 20-car train, no problem. I put it in all parts of the train, so it had different stresses on the couplers on both sides. And no issues there. But other than that bending, like I said, the thing I am most impressed with are these trucks and couplers. I mean, that bearing cap, to me, that's really cool. And the fact that there are actually 6 springs that work, I mean, that's just neat. And I dig the little, you know, they're trying to mimic rust here or whatever, but, you know, it's just it's a neat piece. I mean, like I said, I don't know what kind of a prototype this is, or even if it is a prototype, but I do like it. But, yeah, pretty darn cool. You know, I just wasn't quite what I was expecting. You know, I wouldn't expect a product like this to come out of a home improvement store, basically. So yeah, I would like to see other reviews on this to see if that coupler issue, like I said, if that is across the board or if that is just something I have. I mean, I'll tell you, it arrived just fine. I mean, it was in, I guess this is typical Menards packaging. You just get this little clamshell and a little box that says O gauge, and then it was in this top shipper here, and it had no packing material or anything. But it was pretty secured in its own packaging, so I doubt that coupler thing happened in transit. So yeah, I don't know, but for the most part, yeah, I would definitely. I think it's worth the price. You know, I mean, a lot of the used stuff I buy, I pay more than $39 or $40 for. You know, I realize that shipping and everything is extra, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. I have no idea how I'm going to incorporate this on my layout because it matches absolutely nothing I have. But in here, you can see the little splotches there. That's where they're trying to mimic rust on the little stainless grill up here, or metal grill. But nah, for my first Menards product, I'm pretty impressed. This is definitely not what I was expecting. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little trip here, and I hope that there will be other people online that will do much better reviews than I have. But yeah, I just thought I'd throw my opinions out there for you. So thank you for watching.